Catherine Delahunty.
So to whare, I'm delighted to have this opportunity. Isn't it interesting how those of us who have direct experience of working or experiencing being on a benefit have such different conclusions about that experience? But I do not believe that legislation should be based on the personal experiences of people who have thrived for a variety of reasons, who then consider that they should cut the ladder out from underneath them. Beneficiaries. We are all beneficiaries. What is a beneficiary? Beneficiaries pay taxes, spend in local communities, care for families, contribute to communities, have human rights and deserve respect. And they pay taxes. So what is a beneficiary? We are all beneficiaries of the state at some time in our lives. Some of us who do this very job here, we are being paid for right now by the state. Some of us when we are parents, some of us when we experience disablement from society because we experience impairment, some of us who are unwell or made redundant need at some time in our life to receive support. One day, believe it or not, Mr. Speaker, any one of us in this room can wake up and need a benefit. And when we do, the stigma, judgment and job testing proposed in this bill will fall upon our heads. In the region where I helped to set up a beneficiary advocacy service in Te Tairāwhiti, the future focus legislation, the past one and this current one, are known as future unfocused. Why? Because beneficiaries and beneficiary support services know exactly how many jobs are available in their region and how many meaningless seminars run by brokers, shortly to be called youth support providers, will tell them to look at trade me jobs they've already looked at. Ask the advocates for disabled youth who is actually looking after their interests and who is the last cab off the rank before you pass the judgments that we've heard in this House. Mr. Speaker, the welfare system in a decent society would be part of a broad belief system that values unpaid work. Hello, at least 50% of the work in the world is not paid, and we don't value it. In fact, we judge people who are not in paid work. We treat them as if they have no value. We believe a decent society would have benefits you can live on while you need them, would invest in youth and real training and education, not punishment. So what about sole parents, especially women? Perhaps, if you're really concerned about women, how is this bill for women experiencing domestic violence? Mr. Speaker, every 7 minutes, the police are dealing with a domestic violence incident, and 1 in 3 women will experience physical and or sexual violence at the hand of her partner. In acknowledgement, this future focus has an exemption on work testing for people escaping violent relationships. Yet, in 2010-11, WINS only recorded 54 women going on the benefit for that reason, because of domestic violence. When asked why the number's so low, they responded that they don't ask. And so some women are understandably reluctant to disclose this. It's critically important that we have a welfare system that makes leaving a violent relationship as easy as possible, and this bill will not make it easier, because women are not safe to disclose, and women are now going to be work tested if they don't. If we're going to talk about youth, Mr. Speaker, and we've heard a lot just recently about young people and the thousands of jobs out there just waiting for them, not to mention the ones that work for sole parents, perhaps the Minister should talk to the Mayor of Otorohanga about the nil youth unemployment rate. That did not happen because of welfare, punishment or privatisation of the welfare system as proposed in this bill. That happened and real support, real engagement by the community that refused to abandon its young people and did not use the law as a stick to beat them with, did not disempower them by giving them a plastic card and telling them where to eat or what to eat. What that community did is said, these children are part of us. These children will always be part of us. Let us work in the community and broker something real. And that is not going to happen with work and income. And believe me, I spent a lot of time in that office advocating for people, and I never heard anyone offer them the creation of a job, let alone the kind of mentoring that has happened in Otorohanga. Another rather heinous aspect of this bill, Mr. Speaker, is the aspect of encouraging quote-unquote contraception. Somewhat controversial contraception for women, because of course women are responsible for children. Women create children all by themselves. We are all immaculate conceivers. There is no role for men in this apparently, so we will be punished. We are responsible. So to incentivise contraception and effectively disincentivise women from having children, because criminal women from the lower classes should not breed while receiving a benefit, this ignores the complex nature of sex and contraceptive use and reinforces negative gender roles. To highlight this issue, we will ask the House to consider whether incentivising vasectomies for men who have relationships with women receiving a benefit or on a benefit is perhaps appropriate. And contracting out services is not opening up anything except profit for those companies. We need to support our young people who are increasingly disconnected from their employment in the community. We need to build trust. We don't need to build punishment. And so, Mr. Speaker, the Green Party is very happy to be opposing this bill, delighted to stand up for women, delighted to stand up for beneficiaries, for young people, and to support positive models instead of the punishment model, the failure of imagination, which is inherent in this bill. Kia ora tātou.
Michael Woodhouse.
Mr. Speaker, not a single person listening to this debate this afternoon will be any the wiser